hypothetical scenario of my paying off my student loans with a lump sum approach. So today's Wednesday, 8 January 2025. I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. And I've done this for a number of different income ranges. So this is taking it in like monthly payment kind of approach to student loans. And I'm like, I should make a video about a different, I've talked about like, what if I got like a 6-figure salary? You know, what if I started off at like $200 and some thousand a year? And I was like, I have less than $50,000 of loans, right? That should be paid off like that if I am responsible with that much income, right? So I'm going to talk through a hypothetical scenario of my paying off my student loans with a lump sum payment approach. And currently this is not an option for me in terms of income, so this is not, nor my retirement accounts. So the money in my retirement accounts is not more than the amount I have in student loans. So to make this serious topic less serious, I'm going to have a Lindt Lindor 70% cocoa dark chocolate truffle. Is dark chocolate going to be my favorite chocolate in the future? Oh, if I include all my soulmates, I think that's a necessity, is it not? It's been milk chocolate, it's been white chocolate, it's hovering at papaya chocolate. I gotta throw dark chocolate in there somewhere. Okay, so 6-figure salary. So say something like, I've brought up something, was it $213,000 a year, $231,000 a year, something like that. So this would be split into 1 or 2 payments. So like that's my income and I get paid like 1 or 2 payments. Then pay off in one lump sum if I can, / I'm able, my student loans. Yes, this is communicating in advance. If I get that much money, you know, it would be over $100,000 for one of my paychecks, or over $200,000 is one of my paychecks. Pay off the student loans. I've gone in and, you know, in the student loans thing, they have like make a payment and I'm just like, just click that and be like done. You know, that's a dream, like in its own way, right? Like, but it's like that's insurmountable. I've not, the most I've ever made is approximately $40,000 a year. I have more in student loans than that. So it's like, you know, we're talking for me, 6-figure range is like, I'm over 31.00 years of age and approximately $40,000 is the most I've ever made. So for me, that's an actual reach goal or dream to attain. So if I did that, I would, I don't actually know how that goes, and I don't know people who've done that. I've known people in my academic / research area family who took on student loans and then kind of start paying it off after their PhD, so in science / mathematics. I'm not an engineer, so not engineering, science / mathematics. And so I'm like, but I haven't really heard of a lump sum approach. And I was like, so I'm guessing I would just go in and press, you know, make a payment and so I could share what happened. Maybe not the details for a little privacy and safety, but like make a video. I'm like, how did that actually go? I was just like a basic curiosity component there. And here's the beautiful 70% cocoa dark chocolate. So I forget, is Idris Elba my soulmate? Is this my Idris Elba? What's his name? Idris Elba? Idris. Is that even his first name? Is Tanis even my first name? Okay, so let's say I do that. I'm like, well, then it's just done. So then how do I respond? Okay, so this is what I got. Save money so generations before me in my family tree can ask me for financial assistance like I did when I was in graduate school. For example, I asked my parents for money for 1 month's rent when I was not paid on time in graduate school. So put money aside to return the favor if I can and that time comes. So yes, so there's one thing. Another thing, save money. Oh man, I pulled like all the ganache out on that bite. Save money so I can help with my parents' medical expenses as I can. My dad flew out to help me in Honolulu when I hit my head in 2014. And my mom flew out to help me in San Francisco, in the San Francisco area, when I had my cancer removed in 2015. Help out as I can with any of their expenses where it is a fit. All right, so it might not be a fit for me to help, but if it's a fit, I have some money on hand for that. even if only flying them out to the hospital where I have my firstborn child, when I have the child. Maybe even see if my aunt, my grandma, and my only sibling, brother Conadog, want to be included on that one too. I care about my family and want to make it clear, if I can, at the birth of my first child, right? So, maybe I'm just being insecure, but I don't want to screw something that important to me up, including my family in person at the birth of my first child, even if it means it's very important to me. And even if it means something like the TV show Friends, where they are in the waiting room and then get let in after the birth. Yeah. I might have to invoke I'm a fighter too. What if it actually is a Rachel Green scenario? So Rachel Green in the TV show Friends has a baby in breech, and she's like, I'm gonna be a warrior and I'm gonna push this baby out all natural, and the baby just comes out, right? That's how humans have been doing it for millions of years. Women have been doing it for millions of years, and I was like, baby in breech means I'm staying true to my family legacy, and I choose to be a fighter. It happens, right? And push the baby out. And I am enough of a fan of the TV show Friends that I can be like, baby in breech means push it out for this she, her, hers. Yeah, I am a fan of the TV show Friends. Sometimes it's the childbirthing scene that prove a person's a fan or not. Anyway, but I was like, those are like little things, right? Like, so if I was living like in Memphis, kind of thing, and I was with my soulmate and birthing my child, then maybe fly my parents, my grandma, my aunt, and Conadog out. And so that's like I can think of it as the legacy of the lump sum payment for my student loans, then save a lump sum to help as I can my family. And enforce that I care about my family, right? Because that's something that, every step of the way. I haven't gone medical procedures or hospital stuff on my own or without my parents. No. My dad drove me to the hospital when I hit my head. We were in the emergency room together back in 2014. He flew all the way to Hawaii. My mom flew all the way to be there for my surgery when the cancer was moved in 2015 down in California. I care about them, and I can make that clear in action, but I can also make both personal and shared. So there we go. That was my hypothetical scenario of paying off my student loans with a lump sum approach.